Oh my goodness. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 3 of Lieutenant Titus. I'm your host, Trooper 6, and I did a little bit of work while we were off camera, just trying to speed up the process just a little bit here. So I did a little bit of the base. What I used for that was the technical paint by Citadel Armageddon Dust. I painted up some of the skulls. Yes, I did add that Tyranid skull in there. What did I do? I did some edge highlighting on everything, so I added a bit of the orange and the yellow on the blade there. I did a bunch of electric blue by Army Painter, and then touches of mummy robes for the edge highlighting. I even did some moon dust on the edge highlighting of the pauldrons and the Aquila, and even some for the bolter. Basically, we've just been trucking along. Like I said, trying to just speed things up a little bit for you guys. But as of right now, everyone has gone to sleep, so we do not, have to wait until, well, it turned out I didn't have to wait very long. I would have been able to do a lot of things. I would have been able to record on Sunday. But I wanted to make sure that I could do something, and I figured, why not? I'm still awake. Everyone else is asleep. Perfect time to try to get something done. So we busted out our trusty gunmetal, jumping in with a 0 gauge, and let's kick this pig. I've had a pretty busy day. Started the day off taking the kids to the jump park. Got to jump around at the trampoline park, so that was uber fun. However, today I think I did the least amount of jumping I've ever done. I got a job offer, but then that job offer fell through due to logistical BS. I'm not even going to say, technical difficulties or whatever. It was a bunch of BS. They are being cheap and sneaky. I tried to warn everybody. It's a previous job that I've had, and I tried to warn everybody on what they were going to be doing, and lo and behold, sometimes I really hate being right, and I hate being as smart as I am, because there's almost just not a damn thing I can do about it. I don't exactly mean to toot my own horn like a douche or whatever, but when you're right, you're right, and I was right. But it doesn't really matter, because we're here now. We're doing this. We're together, and we're flowing. We are flowing. Flowing and glowing, man. I've got a little bit of Final Fantasy X ambiance going on in the background. Get that little bubble out of there. If anybody's curious, it's Besaida Island. Who wouldn't, right? It's actually the video where he's in the shop, or I guess the hotel where you would stay the night if you want to rest up. That is where I paused that. Well, not paused, but whatever, you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, well, you'll know what I mean. Didn't make sense? No, it didn't. And that's okay. Got some of the helmet done, I think, off camera. Like I said, I did a few things off camera today because I really wasn't sure when I'd be able to record again, and I wanted to kind of keep the flow a little bit. I apologize to anyone who was not okay with my with my Final Fantasy rants. If I should have saved it for Final Fantasy Mini, sorry, get over it. I'm sure you can expect to hear it all again once I get to those minis, because yes, as I forewarned, as much as we will be trying to more or less double our focus on 40K, just like you guys voted on, to help me avoid burnout. I am going to have other things, pop culture, whatever, movies, shows, video games, etc. Whatever it is to keep me going. All right. And this, I think I am just going to do the trim work on the metal. I'd seen that trick somewhere. And I was like, you know what? Let me try that. It really works for firstborn Marines, where the whole vent is exposed. You know, when they have this top plate on there, you don't really have to do just the rim. But yeah, it's a little minimalist touch to it, and I kind of like it. Gives a different edge to it. You know, it allows me to not have to paint the whole thing. I mean, not that it exactly matters. You guys have seen how I paint. I usually do this top grill part. I will leave that on this model because why not? You know, that it's that simple. Why not trying to change things up just ever so slightly? Gonna move on to the belt now. I realized when I was doing other things that I did not paint the insignia on his belt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that in bronze. Because again, why not change it up instead of doing it, you know, in a skull and then the red around it. I'm just going to make it metal. Because it really doesn't need to be all kinds of crazy. Like this leaf right here. We're going to do this in gunmetal because, again, why not? Give it something different. If it's supposed to be gold, well, guess what? Now it's gunmetal, silver. And maybe that will stand out to you. If not, that's okay too. That is simply okay. The bottom of his bolter holster is, for me, I usually use a bronze. And we're going to go with this gunmetal because, again, why not? You know, that might even just be the whole motto for Season 4, because why not? Why not, man? Let's just have fun. Don't you want to have fun and not worry about all the tiny details? Like, I know I've talked about that kind of stuff before, like how I have a habit of wanting to paint things quote-unquote right, and just, it is fun. It's not like I'm not having fun doing it, but sometimes you could focus on it too much. And maybe we just need to focus on the fun a little bit more. Not drive yourself crazy going, but I didn't really paint that right. Some things I probably will refuse to bend on. Like a Caradon's not having bronze trimmed shoulders would probably still drive me nuts. I'd be like, it's not right. It's not right. But hey, man, it don't matter. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. And touch of silver, because why not? I believe that fulfills our silver needs. Tomorrow we are actually going to the store, to the cell phone store, and we are going to be looking at a new phone for me. So what you see just might change. What you hear just might change. I'm hoping for the better. At the moment, if anybody's curious, when it comes to like content creation and everything, what I'm using right now, specifically in this episode and everything previous, is an LG Velvet. That's right, an LG Velvet. because that's what I had. Now LG doesn't even make phones anymore. What do you know? All right, I'm getting this red out because I kind of forgot about his purity seals, so I want to make sure that I get that. And I'm getting it. I'm using Bal Red because it's a nice, vibrant red, and it will pop, pop, poppity pop right there on the white painted purity seals, and that will be lovely. Won't it, friends? Yes, it will. Not gonna lie, man, when I got that call, that old coworker of mine who was gonna be moving up wanted me back and on his team and working with him. I was not excited to go back to that place, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to go. There was a part of me that I did want to go. Barbarian Flesh. Barbarian Flesh has not been opened since we've been back to painting, and it looks like it. It looks like it hasn't been opened, so we're going to take a toothpick, break the seal on that. Right, very archaic here that we're doing. Dang. All right, we're going to have to use our tweezer. I don't like doing that because I use that to touch. Way too much, way too much, way too much. Worry about that later. I don't like doing that because I use the tweezers, of course, to grab the transfers, the decals, whatever you want to call them. God damn. The marine stickers, as my daughter might call them. It's kind of whatever, man. It doesn't really matter. I will be fine. Whew. My apologies if I was on a topic and I kind of jumped ship. Oh, I was talking about my phone, right? So, yeah, we have an LG Velvet at the moment. I'm looking at two phones, either a Samsung or a Google. I don't really want the Google, but everybody uses the Google browser anyway. So, for many of the theorists out there, I'm with you, sympathize, and I feel like there's honestly no beating this machine at this point. It's far too late. It's just far too late. As some people have been pointing out, we're not angry enough. And until people start doing something, real something about it, it just doesn't matter. And we can sit here and bitch about it all we want, but you guys are still going to work. You're not burning the place down. So either get 76 on this shit or shut up and fall in line like you're gonna do anyway, right? I'm just kind of tired of caring too much. I don't know. We all got shit to do, right? So before we go any further with that, let's get back to the topic on hand. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be looking at getting me a new phone because the LG Velvet is pretty old now. 5 years at least. Which apparently, if you want to stay up to date with your phones, you have to replace them like every 3 years. I don't know. You iPhone people replace your phone almost every year because you're freaking weird. Not saying everybody does that, but I refuse to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not going to, says the person who's thinking about getting up. Fucking Google. I'm not joining the i generation, the iPads and the iPhones. I had an iPod, and that's all I ever want when it comes to the world. That is it. I want my little iPod so I can live in my world. Leave me alone. I am a millennial, and that's what I like. Those iPods were freaking awesome. They are freaking awesome. I just kind of wish that they didn't cost so much for refurbished ones these days. But, they've got the supply, and I have the demand for it, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Oh, oh, God. Oh, man, don't we feel dumb? All right, True Copper. Our hero. Oh, shit. Look at that. Oh, my God. That thing came pouring out. You see all of that? You see all of that? That's such a waste. God, I hate that. That's where I honestly wish I had paint pots, like the Citadel ones. And I know I could transfer them to a paint pot like that. I don't really have empty paint pots. Any of the paint pots that I might have had, yeah, they're thrown away because I wasn't really thinking about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I know that's on me. That's on me. And I also know that I left some black in here when it came to the arm. I'm aware, and I'm hoping that doesn't bite me in the ass later. I also know that Titus doesn't really have a skull on his helmet. I guess depending on the artwork that you look at. I'm aware. I don't care. And we're doing this. Just like I don't have the new latest and greatest Titus model. I don't even know if they're out and available for purchase yet. But I want to say that I've seen people paint it. And I figured those people, well, they're getting that. I figure they're getting that sent to them by someone. And, well, I ain't that lucky yet. So, if someone wants to send that to me, that'd be cool. I'll paint it. I'll give you a shout out. Say, hey, thanks. Thanks for the freebies. It's probably sent to them by Games Workshop or something. I really don't know. And it's probably obvious, but I also, you got to remember, I don't exactly care at the moment. Like I've mentioned before, I will wonder about something and then go, whatever. I'll fuck off on the topic because I don't care that much. It's my wife that will go ahead and look up the answer for me because she's sweet. And she's like, hey, nowadays she'll ask me, hey, do you want to know the answer to your question? Because there have been a couple times where she was like, hey, by the way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but I don't honestly care. I know I wondered. And I know I was like, I wonder, blah, 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 blah. I stopped caring. Whatever it is, I stopped caring. And it's not to really be a douche or anything. And I know it does come off that way, and I have apologized to her profusely for that. I'm really not trying to be a dismissive dick. But there are things in life where I'm just like, I don't need to know. It's more crap to clog my brain. It's something that I kind of took from the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock. It was useless information. It's in my head. It's clutter. I deleted it. I deleted the information. Watson's trying to give him some shit. Well, how do you not know that the sun revolves around, or the earth revolves around the sun? That's primary school stuff. He was like, who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? We go around the sun, we go around the moon, we go around the garden like a little fairy. Who cares? And that always kind of pinged with me. I was like, right, there are certain things. Now, for someone like Sherlock, I'm sorry, but knowing something about the solar system probably would help you in certain cases. I can understand his philosophy, though, on why he deleted it from his brain. Now, what we are doing now is jumping ship to a dry brush stage of taking a layer paint, Krieg Khaki, and I am obviously dry brushing. Dry brushing over the base now that it is dry. Dry brushing the dry base. Give it a lighter tone. I'm trying not to touch the skull there. Leave the black, but I'm letting it hit it just a little bit because, you know, dusty. It's Armageddon dust, right? Let it look dusty. Trying to get in all directions. That way it really does show up on this stuff. And clean. I wanted to try it. The little flick. That Bob Ross always be talking about. He's like, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. That's what we really do with it. Let's see. We got to do transfers. I got to do writing on there. I want to say that he's done. Am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting something? I don't know. We're going to go for it anyway. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of black on that blue. So, without further ado... You like my horrible enunciation of that? Without further ado... You guys know me. I like to be extra. Oh, alright. I'm done. That was even too extra for me. We're going to get this going. Man, when I was at... when we were out today, I forgot if I had said where all we went. Yeah, we went to the jump park, but we also went to 2 game store / card shops. Went to a little place called Kaboom. Followed that up by a little place called Comic Kings. Comic Kings and Kaboom have been around for quite a while. And at least for me, Comic Kings... Damn, I can't remember how this shit sits and fits. That should be it right there. That should be it. Let me see the damn picture of him. Where are you? Where are you? You freak. Oh, you freak. Oh, he done disappeared on me. What the hell? I had the picture of Titus over here. Where is he? Oh, I'm an idiot. He's right here. Yeah, it's okay. All right. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure that was lined up. And it's okay. It's appropriate. We're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Helmet. Yeah, went to the card shop. Got me a Mega Man comic, because why not? I like to get that head just a little bit cocked off to the side, because, you know, he's really straining. He's like, Aah! He's not going to have his head back a little bit. He's like, you know, head dug into the shoulder a little bit. Wife was very kind. She got me 3 boosters, and I got myself 3 boosters, 2 of which were the Final Fantasy boosters. And for those of you that are snobs about the stuff in the UB, dude, I like Final Fantasy. Get over it. I'm going to buy those UB sets. All right, and if you don't like it, that's not my problem. It's really not my problem. It's not your problem either. So, you know, you can get over that. I should have put these, should have put the shoulders on first. Rather than that backpack, because that is now really screwing me up. There we go. There we go. Now, did I bump the backpack? And no, all right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And bloop. It's so nice having a fresh tube of glue. Also, did you guys like my skills there? Did you see my skills there? The ladies picked it up. Right, there's no ladies here. Shut up. Ladies would have picked it up. What's up? Shout out to your boy. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Even some of you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that. I'm a kid. I'm gonna get you. I know, we're being ridiculous at this point. It's fine. We've got 5 more minutes left on the episode. What do? We don't have enough time to do the thingamabobs. Do I really want to do a whole episode on thingamabobs? Or do I want to just cut things here? Because like I said, tomorrow I got a whole nother I'm gonna be coming back with a whole new phone. And I don't want to start a new phone, new type of recording in the middle of a series. I don't know. I guess we'll see. If I come back for another episode, I'll see you there. If we move on to the next one, I guess I'm going to fucking see you there, aren't I? So either way, we're going to just go ahead and cut things here. So thank you guys for stopping by. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you can do. Go ahead and do it. Even if you don't like the episode, let me know. Hey, whatever, man. Just go ahead and talk. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. If you guys are into Magic, what do you play? If you're a blue player, shut up. Just like you Ultramarine players. Man, shut up. Get out of here. All right, y'all. I'll see you on the next round. Ready? Peace.